2011 on, okay? Since 2011 on, 13-3, 6-2-1, 11-4, 8-7, 11-5, 11-4, 9-6, 6-4, 5-1 this year. That's Alex Smith's win-loss record. He has not had a losing season since 2010. That's pre-Jim Harbaugh in San Francisco. Like, there is not a time that Gen Z kids can remember that Alex Smith did not have a winning season in the NFL. I remember bad Alex Smith. Bad Alex Smith was bad. He was a bust. Alex Smith right now knows what he does well. He will win you football games. And isn't that the only thing that matters, right? What's the goal? You want to win. I don't care if you're like, oh, this guy's developmental. He's got a big arm. He's accurate. Alex Smith finds a way to win you football games. You want to win football games at the end of the day. It drives me crazy when teams are like, oh, we want a quarterback who's got, he can throw intermediate and long passes. Get a guy who can win you football games. Isn't that the goal? Where 30 teams this offseason said, no, we don't want Tom Brady. He steps into Tampa, doesn't have the greatest statistical season out of everybody. He didn't win MVP. He won a Super Bowl. Isn't that the goal? You're supposed to win a Super Bowl. That's the point of playing in the league. If you could sign a guy that can guarantee you a Super Bowl, then I mean, like, come on. I don't understand what's wrong with these teams right now where they don't care about winning football games. Somebody should sign Alex Smith as a 1B kind of guy. San Francisco, is there a little reunion there? Can be behind Jimmy, because Jimmy's not the healthiest kind of guy. I mean, I know that is, a little dangerous putting Alex Smith, who is an injury-prone old man right now, behind Jimmy G, who himself can't really stay healthy. But in that system out there, I don't think it's a bad fit. You bring him back to San Francisco, and when Jimmy G eventually either gets benched or gets hurt, because Jimmy's not playing 16 games. I don't think Jimmy's making it through a 16-game season. You bring in Alex Smith, and Alex Smith is going to win you football games. That's what he does. Any team that needs a quarterback, please sign Alex Smith. He will win you football games. Like, I love Alex Smith. I'm a huge Alex Smith guy.
I can tell. But, I mean, look, for me, it's a matter of, okay, Alex Smith can still play, I think. I think he can... The worst he can offer at this point is he can kind of be a Ryan Fitzpatrick kind of guy. Like a little bit yeah, he's like, he might not be at his as best as he was when he was, at the top of his game, but come in, he can manage those games, he can complete passes, he can do all that, and he can tutor the younger QBs you might have on your roster. And that's like a bigger role that I think Alex Smith too at some point needs to kind of accept, because yeah, he won a lot of games. He went 5-1. And that is important, because they wouldn't have gone 5-1 in that stretch if it wasn't for Alex Smith.
Right.
But at the same time, though, I understand. At the same time, though, Ben, you also have to take into account that the fact that there's a ceiling to what Alex Smith can give you, especially when you're not playing in the NFC East. All right. So you have to take those into account. So I think, given that, his role now needs to be, and he needs to accept the fact that he might just be a guy who comes in for a year or even if that, and just tutors a younger guy to eventually take over the franchise. And there's a few places that could be open to that. And like one place that I think might actually surprise some people, and this really isn't even like that scenario that I just said, but I think Denver could be a potential landing spot for Alex Smith, as weird as it sounds. I think the Denver Broncos are that's a team that, is do they have their quarterback? Like, I don't think so. Like, they haven't had anyone since Peyton Manning retired, if we're being honest. And I think that they're a team that's searching for their quarterback, and God knows John Elway does not know what the fuck he's doing when he's drafting quarterbacks. Paxton Lynch didn't turn out fine. I forgot the guy who they have now, but he's
Drew Lock.
Great start to his time there. Went I think 4-1 his rookie year, then up and down past year. So there's that to build off of. But I think Alex Smith in that team could come in there and I don't know if they're not gonna win the division, obviously, but I think he could probably groom a quarterback there, and that's a team that I think might be willing to take a chance on an Alex Smith. Yeah, so Patriots too are another option, but
no, the Patriots aren't going to go with two old guys. I mean, they got Cam already.
They should, bro. They could have. If I was going to pay a quarterback $14 million, I definitely would have taken Alex Smith before I took Cam Newton. But
Alex Smith would have got the Patriots to the playoffs. Put Alex Smith on that team, he's going to win your football games. He's getting to the playoffs. Here's my thought. I don't think he's going to Denver. I think Ryan Fitzpatrick's going to steal. I said this a couple weeks ago to a friend. I said I think Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to sign with the Broncos and steal Drew Lock's starting job by week 6. So that's going to happen. Set it, write it in stone. I think Fitzpatrick's ending up in Denver and he's going to take his job. I think this is a little wild here. I think Alex Smith is going to win 9 games next year with the Houston Texans.
Nunny?
I think he's gonna find a way to do that.
Look, it's the 9 games. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot coming from the Texans. This is a team that went like 4-12, and they don't have their first round pick this year. This is a team that's decimated. They've lost all their weapons. They're gonna lose Fuller. They're gonna lose. They had to sign Mark Ingram. That was their big free agent signing, Mark Ingram.
Like, they got Christian Kirksey yesterday too, so they're adding guys.
Dude, that's look.
Well,
could Alex Smith go there and win a few games? I'm sure. Look, I'm not doubting Alex Smith. Okay, I want it to be clear. This in no way is an indictment on Alex Smith. It is an indictment on the franchise of the Houston Texans. That they are not going to win 9 games next year.
So here's the thing. The Texans are, and this is very contingent on whatever happens with Deshaun Watson. I don't think Deshaun Watson plays week 1 for them. Whether that means Deshaun Watson is still under contract with the Houston Texans week 1, I don't know. Like,
he's gonna either get traded or he's not gonna play. That's what he
right.
That's what he said. And he seems, if there's anyone I believe on that, I definitely believe Deshaun Watson. He's sick of that shit in Houston.
Yeah, no, and it seems like an absolute clown show down there right now. I mean, Jack Easterby seems like a grade A moron who's hijacked the entire franchise. But I mean, you think about Houston, that is going to be a good spot for a veteran quarterback who wants playing time. And they're probably going to sign a free agent because they don't really have anywhere in the draft to do that. If they, if they.
Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.